Hello. So I'm Renee. I'm going to be guiding you through our workout today and at the lovely Waterfront. So if you haven't been here, you should definitely come here at some point, check it out. They've got beautiful paths to walk. You can walk along the water. When the playgrounds get open again, come play at that playground. But check it out, and I thank them so much for letting us be here today. So I am a personal trainer, and I also coach group fitness at F45, so that's functional training for 45 minutes. So today I've got a workout plan that's going to mesh those two things together. So for some of it, we're going to work with intervals, so going pretty quickly. We'll do 30 seconds of each move today, just going right through. You'll see some moves from those classes that we teach as well. And then I'm going to add in some single-sided work and some balance, because oftentimes balance is the first thing to go. So we're going to build that in. It'll be a total body workout. The only thing you really need will be a towel and yourself, and it'll just be you against you. Okay, so we're going to start. Go ahead, getting warmed up with some mobility drills. So just swinging those arms around, waking up the shoulders, and just connecting with your breathing. So breathing in and out, opening up that range of motion. Next, bring those arms to a tabletop position. Stretch back, squeeze those shoulder blades together, curl it in, round it out. So waking up that upper back and all those muscles along your spine as you move. Let's bring it into some hip swings. So swing it around. So again, full body. We're going to work everything from your shoulders on down to your toes today. Switch and go the other way. And let's bring up the tempo. Get that whole body moving. So side bend over and pulse. That whole upper body, everything from your hips to your shoulders, pulsing out to the side. Feel that big stretch. Don't forget to breathe. Bring it down, flatten it to the side. Draw your shoulders up and down. So think if there was just a string pulling your spine up to the top and then pulling it back down towards the ground. Drop it all the way down, hands to one leg. Bend and extend the other one. So you're going to feel this all along that inner thigh, waking those legs up. Let's go back up, swing it around the other way and pulse. Again, not big, but a small but mighty move. Flatten it out and pulse up and down. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Drop it down, bend that leg, and extend. So we're moving a little bit quicker. The purpose of the warm-up is just to get everything moving, everything going. Swing it up, down to the center, and pulse. Same thing, but this time feeling that stretch along the back of those legs. Drop it down, walk those feet in. This is one of my favorite warm-up moves from F45. So fingers to the toes, hips to the ground, hips to the sky. Getting low, waking up everything here in that lower body. We're gonna end it with a little bit of a burnout. So roll on up first. Roll out those ankles, get that heel off the ground, swing it around. Switch sides. Let's get a squat to a calf raise going, waking up that balance. Get low, raise high. And if at any point today you do need to hang onto something like a wall, a tree, whatever, to help with your balance, please feel free to do so at any point. Stay low and pulse. If you put those hands out, it'll get a little bit tougher, get that heart rate moving. And we got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, my favorite thing, elbows inside the thighs. We got frog squats. Hips down, hips halfway up. So the goal, don't stretch them to the sky, not like we did earlier, but stay pretty low. And 5, 4, burn it out. You got 3, 2, last 1. All right. Well, now we're gonna go ahead, move on and actually get this workout going. So since we ended that warm up with the legs, we're gonna dive right in to some upper body. So I'm gonna give a lot of options for these as we go along. Keep that in mind, take any options as you need them. It may be a little bit of a challenge to begin, but we'll do everything twice today, 30 seconds each. So let's start first with a push-up to rotation. So plank position, lower down, push up, reach that hand up towards the sky. Back down and switch. Option, do this from your knees or just work on your regular push-ups. Again, only 30 seconds. This first one, just figuring it out. Up next, we're gonna drop straight down into a half push-up hold. So plank, lower down, halfway in your push-up. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit back, stretch it out, hips behind you, and let's balance it out. Move to a little bit of back work. So for this one, probably gonna need your towel. We're gonna do reverse snow angels. So laying down, you can also do this without the towel. Just go straight up, straight down. With the towel, bring it back, lift the legs off the ground, chest up 2, all the way back. So with the towel, you're really squeezing your whole upper back together, just lighting those shoulder blades on fire. Okay, up next, we're gonna hit the back. So come up to a plank position, pull that elbow in, kick your arm straight back, pull it back in, set it down. So the goal here is not to rotate those hips. You can do this down from your knees, but you're pulling up through the lats and using those obliques to keep you strong and steady. So think of this like a burnout round for your upper body. Once we finish this, guess what? Going back to the beginning, doing it all over again. All right, little break, sit back, and then we're going straight into that push-up to rotation. So let's go. Drop down, twist up. If you're looking for a challenge, go a little faster. Look at that arm with your gaze. Again, you can drop it down to the knees or just work on your push-ups only. But this will be the last time that we're gonna do this one. Just rolling quick, only 30. Last one here, done. Drop it down to that push-up hold. If you need to, drop to the knees before you stop completely. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit it back. Stretch out that upper body. After this, going straight into those reverse snow angels, grabbing that towel. So laying down, again, you can do this without bringing it into Supermans, or grab that towel, both hands about shoulder width, pull it back, lift up, lower down, extend out. So think of this like a crunch for all the muscles along your spine. Again, don't hold your breath here. Switch it up, coming into that plank. We got the pull all the way up or on those knees, elbow back, kick it behind you, pull it in, set it down. This is our last bit. Then we're gonna be moving to the legs. Again, no rotating here. Stay low, keep those hips square. Let's go. Done. Okay, let's pop it up, move into the legs to balance it out. So literally, we got balance. We're gonna start with a single leg, essentially a deadlift in a way. So your right leg will go back and your right arm will go down towards the ground. Now option here, you can just step it back and reach down, but try not to put your weight on that back foot. So we're gonna go on one side, pick your favorite side, and let's go. So the key to these is not gonna be speed, but it's gonna be balance and focus. Most of your weight will be in that heel of that leg that's on the ground. So you got 30 seconds of this. If you're standing on your left leg right now, you're feeling that left glute and that left hamstring all along the back of your leg, pulling you up. Bring it straight back, set that foot down behind you, drop into a low lunge, and let's pulse. Hover like an inch or two above the ground, pick those front toes up off the ground, and drive that heel straight down. Once you finish lunges on this side, we'll flip it around, do it the other way. Burning out the quads, burning out the glutes here. And switching. So single leg on the other side, reaching it down, pulling it up. Now one side is probably a little harder to balance on than the other, and that's completely okay. Take an option, put your hand on a wall, put your hand on something for balance, whatever you gotta do, but move that whole body as one piece. Shoulder goes down, ankle comes up. Option doesn't mean it's easier, just means it's a different way of doing something. Bring it straight back, down for that lunge, get low. Keep your hands on your hips if you need added stability, or place them up, cross them over to get that heart rate moving. After this one, we're gonna lay on the ground, move into some single leg glute kicks. So firing up those glutes again. Staying low, hover above that ground. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Dropping it down. Grab your towel for this one. We're gonna need it. Laying all the way down to the ground. Wrap the towel over the midsole of your foot and then press it to the sky. That other heel, walk it away from your glutes for this entire range of motion here. So starting, push that heel into the sky, lift that glute up and down. So the towel is not just holding you in place, it's actually adding resistance to you. So think as you lift up with your glutes, lift that low back off the ground, you're pushing into that towel, which your arms are pulling. So this is manual resistance, what we're looking at. We are creating the weight that we're fighting against. 2 more. Switch legs. Other side, heel down, away from that glute. Press that foot to the sky and go. Get that low back off the ground by pushing your abs down. So don't arch that back. This is all glutes. Glutes control the hips. And what is the hips? It's your center of everything. So if you can't fire your glutes, you got something you need to work on. That's what we're doing right here. 2 more. And done. Rolling all the way back up. Rocking and rolling back to that single leg. So if you're feeling good on your balance, this is the last round. Kick it up. Timing your breathing, exhale up. After this, dropping straight back to that lunge. And lunge. Stay low as you can go. Not touching the ground, but close to it. Important notes in that lunge, front knee over that front ankle, so try not to let it get too far forward. Last time, staying down, then we'll switch sides. 10 more seconds. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathing, breathing. You got 5, 3, 2, 1. Pop it up. Switch legs. Again, if you're feeling good on your balance, bring a little speed. This side, not as strong for me as the other side. That's okay. So I'm gonna take an option, still find the speed, but tap that toe down. Almost there. That single side gets tired a little bit quicker. Drop it back to that lunge. Again, that's total body. We're not using any weights today, just you. So you're the only obstacle in your way here. If you tell yourself you can't do it, that's gonna be on you. So mind over matter. Just say you can. You got about 10 seconds. The burn is only 30 seconds long, that's it. And 5, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up, now drop it low. We got that glute kick. So towel around the midsole, heel up, pull it in towards you as you squeeze that glute to the sky. So right now I'm thinking about squeezing my left glute because my left foot is on the ground. Again, pull that towel in towards you. Don't just let it dangle there. And switch. This will be our last round of this. Then we got a little bonus coming up. Pulling that towel in, pushing away with that foot, and squeezing that glute. All right, we've got a quick bonus round coming in. Lose the towel. So start in a hip bridge, squeeze the glutes, walk one foot out at a time. So the goal, don't let those hips wiggle around. Keep them where they are. If you need to, just tap one foot out, pull it back in. But here we're pulling with the hamstrings to get those heels right back to you. After this, guess what? We're going back to upper body to wrap it up. Squeeze those glutes. Last one. Pull it in and down. Okay, may as well just roll on over, don't get up. So we got the single arm tricep push up. Take that top arm, palm will be down in the ground, cross that bottom arm up and across. So the goal, palm under the shoulder, push yourself up, lower down, okay? So most of that's gonna be on the arm that's on the ground. That's what's gonna carry you through. Okay, let's go. Push it up. And up. Exhale every time you go up. If you need to, spread those feet so you've got both on the ground for added stability. But this is working the back of your upper arm, that tricep. Last one. Guess what? Flip it over. We got the other side. Down, cross that bottom arm, and up. And up. Palm right under that shoulder. All your focus, back of that upper arm. I know y'all love to work the triceps. We don't get enough of it, so get it in. After this, we'll balance it out with the biceps. And push. Exhale. Last one. Done. Roll it over. Grab that towel. We got bicep curls. So loop it under that knee. Lower it down. Keep those elbows by your side. Pull it in while you push away with that leg, okay? When you go back, same thing. Pulling with your arms, pushing with your legs. You're not moving very far. It's a small but mighty move. Again, you against you, just like that glute bridge. We only got a couple more with this leg. Really pushing. If you don't feel resistance, push harder with that leg. Switch it. Towel under the knee. You're gonna push away with the leg, pull with the arms. So it's like you got a nice balance going on with your upper and lower. Same thing when you go back. Try to hold that towel in place while your leg tries to push it away. This is really great for breaking down muscles really quickly in manual resistance work and building up muscle definition and strength. Perfect if you don't have anything but a towel. After this, we got some shoulders and some leg. Last pull and done. Set that towel down. Come into a bear plank position. So palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and then you're gonna lift those knees and inch or two above the ground. Option, you can just stay on the ground for this one and do the same thing, but we're gonna kick back with that leg. So tabletop, kick one leg up towards the sky, pull that knee in towards your chest. So you should be feeling this in your shoulders, your quads, and your glutes. We're gonna do one side for 30 seconds, then I'll switch and do the other side. So it's kind of like you're in a plank position for a whole minute. The focus, if somebody came and had to set like a bottle of water on you or something, it wouldn't tip over. Switch legs. Again, breathe in. This is a little bit of core work too, and anytime you're doing core work, you do not want to hold your breath. Check in on those hips. If they're up, you better bring them down, bring them down. After we finish this, going back to that tricep push-up. Last one. Done. Back to the ground, rolling through. Last time for each. Palm under the shoulder, push it up and down. If you're feeling real good about this one, you know what you're gonna do? Pick up the pace, increase your speed to get in more reps. Again, timing that breathe in. Exhale when you push up right here. Hopefully you're feeling the burn in the back of that upper arm. Flip it over. Done with that side. Balance it out. Always the key. One side might be a little bit stronger than the other, but that doesn't mean we can't challenge both of them. Again, set both those feet on the ground if you need that added stability. Exhale up. If you think you can't, reframe. You can do it. Last one. Grab that towel. We got those biceps. Under the leg, push and pull all at once. You may only get in like 1 to 2 reps of this one, and that's okay. It's not about how many reps you get in. It's about how much work you're putting in each rep. Push and pull, leg and biceps. Last one with this leg. Switch sides. Now, if your leg is coming easily towards you, you better check in. Push that leg away further. You got one more good one. Push and pull all at once. Last one. Lose that towel. Flip it over right into that bear plank. This will be the last time we're going to be in this bear plank. Then we're going to move immediately into core bonus work to wrap it up. Followed by some stretching, because that's always good for your soul and your body. So heel to the sky. Maybe you're directly on the ground and doing the same thing. But if you can, hover those knees. Exhale on the kick. Switch sides. Might be feeling those shoulders want to give out. Again, drop it down to those knees if you need to take a second. Last few kicks. and up, and up. Last one. Done. Okay, let's wrap it up with a little bit of core work. So we're gonna start with those double crunches. Everything out, everything in. Hands to the shins, keeping that lower back down on the ground, and really pushing those lower abs straight down with you. So a lot of times we forget about the lower abs. This is the time we're gonna work those. We're only doing everything for the core work one time. So just power through it, only 30 seconds. Flip it over. We're going straight into some hip dips. So arm on the ground, stack those feet, hips down, hips up. If you need to, drop that knee to the ground, do the same thing. Right now, pulling with the obliques, the side of your core closest to the ground. Again, small but mighty. That's the key today, small but mighty. We got under 10. 3, 2, 1. Flip it over, other way. Exhale up on that push. If you feel this in your back, bring your abs back behind you. Straight line from shoulders to hips to heels. Under 10. And 5, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting back, use those hands for this. Bring those knees to one shoulder, stretch it out, pull them into the other shoulder. Same thing like we did with that double crunch, pulling through those lower abs. You should be feeling those fire up on every pull. That little twist to the shoulder, it's gonna hit those obliques. The same thing we just worked in those hip dips. And I got one thing after this, favorite move of the day coming up. Drop it straight down, low back down. We got a hollow hold. Lift the shoulders, lift the heels, 30 seconds holding strong. Bend those knees if you need to, drop those heels if you need to, but try to hold it up. Low back staying down the whole time. Again, breathing. We got 10. In through the nose, out through the mouth. After this, we'll briefly stretch it out. And 3, 2, and 1. Lay it back, stretch those arms overhead, those feet out, and just take a second and reconnect with yourself. Just slow it down. Roll it on over to one side. Rest that ear on your elbow. Pull that heel in towards your glutes. Feel a nice quad stretch, all in the front of your thigh. If you can't reach your foot, guess what? That's okay. We're working on flexibility here. So just bend it in as far as you can. Flip it over. Other way. Heel to the glute. Deep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Again, it's beautiful here at the waterfront today. Feeling that wind just relax me after that workout. Roll it onto your back, or your stomach. Sit straight back for a child's pose. So hips behind you. Walk those hands over to one side. So if your hands are to the right, think about pulling through the left side of your body. That's your goal. And walk it the other way. Again, slowing down your breathing. All that balance work tends to get your heart rate going, especially if you don't work on it a whole lot. Let's come up to a tabletop position. Kind of like we did at the beginning. So belly button down towards the ground. spine up to the sky. So balance work and single-sided work. Oftentimes we forget to include that. You don't need too much. That's why we only did 30 seconds of each, because you're unstable. So it's challenging everything within you. Send those toes to the ground, hips to the sky, but keep bending those knees. Pedal out those feet. Feel the back of those legs stretch and wake up. Lock those feet in. Roll it up. Let's quickly hit the shoulders. Cross one arm over. Tug it in. Feel everything along the front of your arm to stretch out. Perfect after those tricep push-ups, those bicep curls, those bear planks for those shoulders. If you want a deeper stretch, tilt your head to the side. Just feel that sunshine on your face. And switch. Stretch those arms up, overhead. Big reach. Give a tiny arch back. And drop it down. So thanks so much for coming out to exercise and work out with me today. We got interval training, we got balance work, things you should definitely work on. If you felt good about that, run through it again. Why not if you got time? So enjoy the weather if it's nice out. Come out, check Waterfront Park out, and hopefully you look up more on F45.